Hi, I'm Liz.
And I'm River, and you're listening to
The Book Fairies. Woo! Welcome back to us. I suppose we haven't been on here in a while.
Yeah, I would blame me for that mostly, but also
Well,
just life.
yeah, and also because we started a new podcast about shows and stuff.
Yeah, and we got hyper
So,
fixated on that because of
yeah, exactly.
being neurodivergent.
But now we're back. We're
back.
ready to talk about books again.
I feel like every time we say we're back, we end up doing like the
Back again.
streets back. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
There's also another one.
from Eminem.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yum 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 yum.
exactly.
Yum 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 yum.
Cool. No doubt.
I was like, how long is Liz gonna go with this? That was
Just
good.
waiting for me to fill.
I would have just let you go. I would just...
All right.
Impressive.
We're watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine again, so that's why it's so fresh in my mind.
Oh man, I've never watched that show, but a lot of people talk. The only thing I really know about that show is the one meme where he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go cry now."
Oh yeah.
That's the only
Yeah,
one I know.
there's so many memes also when he says noise. That's kind of iconic.
Oh, nice.
Noise. Cool. No
Cool.
doubt. Toit. Yeah, but no, I recommend it as well. It's a good show. It's very funny.
Okay, maybe that could be a show that we review one day after we get through the ones that we really want to.
Ooh, yeah. But I suppose that we should then maybe do one season per episode or something. Because there's like so many episodes. We will be busy for a long time.
I love shows like that though. It's the same for me. Like I like shows that go on and on and on and on, like I do books. That's why I end up with series books because I just like the story continuation.
Yeah.
But speaking of stories, today we are talking about
shit that we liked in this year. We kind of want to share the books that we enjoyed this past year of 2202 or 2022.
222.
It's not that old or not. Never mind. Okay, sorry. Can you tell I'm tired?
You know what? You sound more with it than I do, to be honest with you, I think.
No, man. I had 2 Christmas party things and then today a full work day.
Yeah,
With
and your
no
birthday.
pause in between. Also, my birthday, all the weekends are stomped full, like smashed.
They're packed.
Yeah, they're packed together.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so. Yeah.
You're drained.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very weird, December. Because, yeah, for me, all the weekends are jam-packed full. First, Sinterklaas, which is a Dutch holiday. And then we have my birthday, then Christmas, then New Year, and then Marius' birthday, and then sometime later we might perhaps have a free weekend again.
Oh man, Andrew and I are just kind of like taking this week. We're taking this week because last week we had Kaylin all week, and I was sick. I'm still kind of getting over whatever it was that I had, and so this week we don't really have anything. So he's just going to be. We're just like recording a lot. Like that's what we're doing this week. We're recording a lot. And then next week is like our anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Both when we got together, first anniversary, and then like
and when you got legally together.
Illegally married.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so now I'm married and all that. It feels very like adult. It feels so adult to be like
to be my husband.
Yeah, it's like so strange saying that, but it's like one of those things where like I enjoy saying it. I'm like, my husband. Did you guys hear husband? Did you know?
Very sophisticated.
I've got a ring that I never wear.
Yeah. That's autistics for you.
Yeah.
Because I noticed as well that wearing rings is very uncomfortable. And people used to get very worried about me and my marriage when I didn't have the ring on. And I just, dude, don't worry. It's not that deep, bro. I just don't like wearing rings.
I love, like
They're
you
so
said, like they're so
pretty, but
pretty, and
yeah.
you just want to wear them. But it's the same thing with earrings too. Like I have a hard time wearing. That's why I want to stretch my. I would like to stretch my ears because I feel like yeah, you see exactly like what you have. You got like the perfect size gauged ear because when you have dangly earrings, like they're so pretty, but like it's like a uncomfortable, frustrating feeling, and then
Hmm.
also just like they hurt for some reason. The only
Yeah, I
thing,
can see why. And
yeah,
also for the people's listening, I have 12 millimeter stretched ears and then also 5 millimeter behind that. So that's what I was showing to River.
which is very cute. It looks really good together.
Ah, cheers. Do you want to talk about books?
Oh yeah, shit, fuck. Books.
Gotta get back
um,
into it.
I think the first book that I really wanted to talk about, just because I think it was one that we both like super enjoyed together,
Mhm.
reading it was Fresh.
Isn't that last year?
What was it? See, I'm not good with time, Liz.
I
You
think that's last year.
you do it. You
Wait,
do
I
it.
have my Goodreads here,
Oh
and
shit.
so I can see when when we have read Fresh.
It might have been last year. You're
It's been
probably
a lot
right.
of books though, so I don't know how fast I am there. Oh, you are totally right. It's April of this year.
Oh shit. See, I feel like I remembered it being like not that long ago, but not that close either.
Yeah, and you're totally correct.
Nice.
It
Look at
was
me.
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that was a nice book. It was really funny and stuff. And we did a whole episode about it,
Yeah. Yes, we did.
which Margot actually listened to, which I'm still like, oh.
Okay, so not to brag or anything, but like she and I kind of like we talk sometimes.
Oh, wow.
And by talking, I mean like I DM her and she like responds. No, but
Okay.
she's so cool. Like I watched her like decorate her entire bathroom. Anyways, all I'm saying is the writer is really awesome and like sometimes we chat and stuff. But the book itself
Yeah,
hella gay.
oh,
Hella
true.
gay.
That as well.
Yeah, and it's I think well, we don't have to go into it too much, but Fresh was super fun.
Yeah, no time to explain. Please listen to our other episodes where we talked about this book in full length.
Yeah, exactly. In full length. Like how you're like
Yeah. There's also a book that we both really enjoyed this year, and we also did a full length episode about Spindle Splintered.
oh yes, I'm actually listening to Mirror Mended right now
Oh,
too
sick.
by Alex
Nice.
E. Harrow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really nice.
Yeah. So basically both of those books are like
They're a duology, and
yeah.
it's basically a modern retelling of what's her
Uh
name?
the first
Sleeping
Sleeping
Beauty.
Beauty and
Yeah.
then the second one is Snow White, I think.
Yeah, the evil queen kind of has her dalliances with the main character.
Yeah, super
Did I
gay.
use that word right?
Dalliance, yes, and actually that's one of my favorite words ever.
Oh, sick, yeah.
So, for people that don't know what dalliance means, it means like a brief encounter that could be like kind of flirtatious. It's a dalliance.
Oh, great. I didn't actually really know what it meant as well, so
Oh
thanks for
yeah.
explaining that.
Oh my god. Okay, the first time I learned that word was from Mad Men. I don't know if you ever watched that, but
Is that a movie?
it's a show. But he was like, "Oh yeah, like something about like we had a dalliance," and I was like, "Oh, what does that mean?" And then I looked it up, and I was like, "That's a sick ass word," and so it's been in my head forever. All right, next one.
Next one. I read Loveless, which for me personally was very much brain explosion kind of moment. I knew I was asexual, but maybe I should say it's about a girl who is aromantic asexual,
Yeah.
and she kind of figures that out and has to deal sort of with the consequences, I suppose. Like her figuring it out and having to come to terms with because she goes on to choose not to have a relationship and just have her friendships be very worthy
Worthy, yeah.
in her life. Yeah. So basically, that's what it's about. And her explaining her aromantic side also hits home to me. So that was kind of like sort of a personal. I don't think it's really an awakening, but a realization thing
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I was telling Marius, he was like, yes, yes, I know. Yes, this is nothing new. Meanwhile, for me, it was like all the pieces fit together and stuff.
I love that. I can like see Marius saying that to you, like, yep, know it, yep, yep, yep. And you're just like,
Yeah. And I was like full on having this realization moment.
I love it.
Yeah. Should I just keep going? I don't
Yeah,
want to
I'm
cut
actually
you off with.
no, you're not cutting me off at all. I actually appreciate it because you're like, this book, and I'm like, I feel like we've almost read all the same books. One book that I did read that I don't know if you finished it, but was Night Strider. I loved that book.
I didn't actually finish that yet, no.
No, it's okay. It was a long one. It's a long
Yeah, it
ass
was
book.
very long.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's like I love that we love to read together, but I definitely feel like longer books are harder for you, and I kind of think that's really endearing and adorable.
Okay, hold on, 1 second.
Okay, okay. Wait, she's gonna go grab a big ass book. Watch. She's taking a second.
Okay, I lied. That was 3 seconds.
All right, you grabbed a big ass book. Oh
Yeah,
yes,
I grabbed the Vampire Lestat, which I am
yes.
so bloody excited about. But you know what is really intimidating? That
Ugh.
it's got 540 pages.
See,
So
that's
I'm
like a
like,
good read for me. I'm like,
I'm
oh yeah.
already sweating to start this because I'm just like, oh man, it's so big. No,
That's
no,
that's what he
don't
said.
read into it. No, no. Your dirty mind.
I've got a very, very dirty mind.
I guess
Um,
it was right there though, but I didn't mean that.
no, it was no. I get it. Yeah, it's a big boy. He's a big
It's
one.
a very big boy, but very stoked to read about this gremlin of a guy.
Lestat. Yes.
Yeah, this dumpster fire.
I did see though that there was a page that you posted where it was talking about how Louis the heart pounding
Yes.
moment. That was
Mm-hmm.
very similar to the show. The explanation was similar to the show. So I've never read that one because I was told that Anne Rice sucked
Oh
when I was
no.
younger. But Anne Rice is like I don't know about
She's
now.
dubbed the queen of vampires. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then she took like a little hiatus and decided to, love God and all that. And then I think she's back now being a
I think she's in the grave actually. I'm not sure though.
I don't know either. Actually, that's a good question.
But the heart pounding thing that is in the book, in the interview with the vampire,
Yeah.
and that's the
Yeah.
first book, and this is the second one. But it was interview with the vampire where that passage is from, and there's actually a lot of quotes that they took straight from the book and used in the series, which I really like because it's just really cool that they took so much from the book, and then turn it into this
Yeah,
show.
I agree. So
The titles as well, they're all written somewhere in
oh,
the book.
she's got other books too, but yeah, Anne Rice died
Yeah,
last year, December 11th, 2021. I didn't know that. I thought she was still kicking.
no, she was working on the show as well, and
Oh,
then
that's
she died.
awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, poor. Well,
rip,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah,
Um, yes. Okay, so what else have you read this year that you really
I
loved?
really loved A Dowry of Blood, which is also a
Yeah.
vampire book, but kind of vampires are kind of like my special interest, I suppose, because I just keep coming back
Same.
to them. Same. I mean, who wouldn't? Vampire
It's
is
like,
fucking cool.
yeah, like who doesn't want to like meet someone that's been
I
living
mean, I'm
for
not
hella
sure.
long?
Yeah, true. When my great grandmother was dying, I saw that she was from 1910. So she's seen some shit. Like she literally saw the whole revolution, the whole like electric shit going on from cars to phones and stuff.
Isn't that
And
crazy when you
that's
think about
really
it?
really crazy.
Really queer. Also queer. Yes.
Queer. No, that's just my speech going crazy.
You're so cute.
But I really love The Dowry of Blood, and I want you to read it
Oh,
because it's really good.
I have it in my library and I started it and I really liked it, but
Yeah.
I forget. Like this is my problem. I start books and then life happens and then I forget about them. And then I pick up another one and I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
this book."
yeah.
ADHD.
Represent.
um There's another book that we both read this year, Legends and Lattes. We also
Yes.
have a episode on that.
We really liked that one as well. And
Yeah,
I
I
also reread some books this year.
oh yes, yes you did.
I reread The Wicked Deep, My Lovely Wife, and We Are Lost and Found. And all of those are great. So I had a wonderful time. I think that you actually also started The Wicked Deep, but I'm not sure.
I did, but just like with everything
Same
else, life
story, different
the same.
version.
Yes, exactly. That
Yes.
is my brain. Yes.
I think that you should see it through if you remember, because it's about witches.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's very atmospheric and eerie. So I think it's right up your alley.
I really like I need that. Oh, speaking of witchy and like atmospheric, a book I really enjoyed was The Lost Apothecary, which was
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Hmm.
That one I really really enjoyed as well.
I think we read that last year. I'm sorry, I'm saying that again, but I'm looking through my Goodreads to fact check that. We were still active on the Discord.
Oh
We did
yeah.
that as a monthly read, but yeah. Yes, we read that in September of last year. Time flies, man. Time
I,
flies.
I just like me and time. We don't mix well. Oh man.
It's good, it's fine.
I'm trying to think of other books that I read this year that I really liked. I was gonna go grab a bunch from my because I the other thing about me is I don't like necessarily like reading on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I like having like
Copies.
physical copies of books because
Yeah.
they but The Butcher and the Wren. I read that. That was from another podcast that I listened to that is about true crime and whatnot. And one of the co-hosts wrote the book, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Alright, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Yeah. Oh, by Elena Eckhart.
So that was an enjoyable read for you.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Okay. I'm thinking of which books you have read this year, but I'm
I
not
know.
sure.
I don't read as fast as you, so I barely got through.
Okay, let me spill all my secrets here about how I can read so many books. It's just because I have audiobooks a lot. I also
Yeah,
read on my phone while I'm waking up and when I am brushing my teeth. So I do read on my phone, so that way I get to read a lot.
yeah.
Just because I'm in
Uh,
bed and have like I can go on social media and stuff, but that's kind of fucking with my mind. So it's a lot
yeah,
better to just read something.
yeah. I was actually thinking about that too. Like, I just need to take a big break from social media and just read.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's so relaxing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Okay.
every night I am reading a couple of pages of Interview with the Vampire now, and I'm just so enjoying it so much. It's so
Oh, I love that.
it's so lovely. I mean, I knew the story because I have seen the movie from '94, but yeah, now since that show came out, it was kind of this motivation to actually pick up the book, which I
Um.
couldn't believe that I haven't done before.
Well, I mean, I hadn't either. The only one I read was
Queen of
the
the
Van
Damned.
Queen of the Damned.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
drifted that last year, right?
I did. That was a fucking lucky find. It was a gem, a
Nice.
diamond in the rough.
Yeah. No, it's so lovely when that happens, isn't it?
I couldn't find anything. I was like, damn, like Liz always finds these like fucking amazing like pieces, like these cool like books and stuff. And so I was looking around and then it was like staring right at me and I was like, oh. And also it just happens to be one of my favorite movies from the Anne Rice series.
Hmm.
So
It's
I was
so
like,
crazy to think that that Lestat is the same Lestat as in the show, the same character.
yeah.
It's just so wild to think that how can I describe this dude other than this fucking bitch of a dude?
You know what it is? He's the character that we all love to hate, but we
Yeah.
still love him.
Yes.
That's Lestat. And but the thing is that like you didn't really feel that way in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You felt that way during the show. But I think the show is a little bit more accurate to the book,
Yeah.
if I'm correct.
Yeah. He's a little shit in the book as well.
A little shit.
A little shit. But then in the Vampire Lestat, he's supposed to be more empathetic. So, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm following this person on Instagram who's currently also reading the Vampire Chronicles, and she had this Lestat crying count. And on the story, it was like, oh, this is the third time in 2 pages that Lestat has cried. So
And
I
he's
can't wait.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. You're
it's
like, yeah, you suffer, you bitch.
no, it's just like he's so much more complex, I suppose. Then, and so I'm very curious to find that out. And it's just
That's
so weird to think that this dude goes on to become a rock star. Like, what in the fuck? It's just so funny to me.
Oh no, yeah, I agree. It's like that interview with what's his name from the show, and he's like, because Louis is telling his side of the story, and he's like,
Yeah,
I can't wait for Lestat. Like, no, bitch, it actually went this way.
yeah, yeah. There's whole Tumblr posts about how Lestat would actually speak to David.
Have you also seen all the memes where it's like Armand and David end up like boning or something?
Yeah, but I think that in the book, I don't know how deep their relationship goes, but they grow affectionate, I think.
Mm.
So it's not very far fetched that people are saying that.
I love it. We are gonna have so much fun talking about
Yes.
that show in our other podcast.
Shall I say how many books I read this year?
Yes, please.
But bear in mind that probably half of them are audiobooks. So don't
Doesn't
worry.
matter.
And,
It doesn't.
and my page
It,
count isn't very high either, so please don't worry.
let's. It's higher than mine.
It's 77 currently.
77 fucking books.
Yes.
Holy shit.
It's a lot of books. But I think
Yeah, that's
there's
a lot.
one of two comics in there, and I also read some books that are like 100 pages, 60 pages. So it's not that impressive.
It is still like that's still impressive. That's,
Okay,
that's definitely way more than
why
me.
thank you, dear.
You're like, let me just bow real quick. I like how you're so modest. You're like, oh, it's actually not that much. I only read like 77 books. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but if you think of it, like people do that as well, and then their shortest book is 200 something pages, and they read books from 1,000 pages long. But I just don't have
Yeah.
the patience for that.
Patience. That was so French. I don't have the patience for that.
Je n'ai patience. So sorry. Je ne parle pas français.
I don't know any fucking French. What?
Excusez-moi. What?
Me just over here in the corner like, what? What did you say?
Ich kann euch ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen.
Oh no! See, I can only understand German. I can speak Dutch.
Ja.
That's not as
Jij kan ook
impressive.
Nederlands. Super lit. Oh nee, dat was ook iets Engels, I guess.
Super lit. No.
Wij vernederlandsen zoveel Engelse woorden, man.
Ja, soms. Maar volgens mij is het ook dat ze zijn gewoon, hoe zeg je van, like, they're just like words that everyone around the world uses. So I don't know if it's actually just like American or if it's just like a slang word.
Oh yeah, so true. And then also,
Yeah.
it's so funny to me when American people say ja. Like, yeah, you know? Because it's so, I don't know why it's funny, but also you have in New York, New Amsterdam, and the Yankees, which is Yankees. And then you have stoop, which is also the stoop over here, which is a trottoir, which is the sidewalk.
Yeah, trottoir.
We have a lot of French words integrated into Dutch.
Okay, so so English is just like a mutt language that takes from everyone. And I feel like Dutch has a lot of like Spanish words or
No, French. A lot more French than Spanish.
Oh,
Would make sense because the French are a lot closer to us than Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Anyways.
Flemish is not Dutch. Please keep that in mind.
I love that you always say that. I feel like that's one of the first things that we said when we were in that like group chat with all the
You mean in we had a group chat in 2019, you mean?
How do you remember?
I know because of my hair, I think, but I'm not sure. I can always pinpoint certain points in my life because of my hair, like which color I had.
I can't even remember what color my hair is today.
It's pink.
Kind of. Well, yeah, I don't really remember how many books I read this year. It's like kind of sad that I don't remember
But you
remember
did
that.
get
But
Goodreads this year.
I did, and so I've been trying to do that. But you know what I don't know how to do that I want to do next year? I want to set a goal for myself
Oh
for
yeah.
reading, which I've never done. I've never wanted to because I can never keep myself accountable,
Oh yeah.
but I want to do that.
Do you have the
So
app?
you're
Because then
I
it's
have it.
very okay. You have this pop-up screen.
Uh
It's
is that
just
the
over
home?
here in the corner.
Oh, I see it. Is it this?
Yes, it's that
Okay.
thing. And then
Okay.
underneath your profile, there's reading challenge.
Ooh, okay, okay. Okay, I
Okay.
had all right, I had this is this is how bad I am. Oh my god. I feel
It's
okay.
literally right there with her. I mean, come on, no. I'm
No,
kidding, obviously.
this is how terrible my memory is. I made a challenge for myself this year. You want to know what my challenge was? Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay, keep in mind you read 77 fucking books. My challenge was 30. Guess how many books I read out of the 30? 8.
Oh, nice.
8. I read 8 books.
But that's how many you logged. I'm not sure
Oh,
if you did log all your
no.
books.
No,
No.
I didn't. No, I
That's
didn't.
yeah, that's where you go wrong, man.
Oh man, another one I really really liked was Our Bloody Pearl. A lot of
Yeah.
people said that one felt like a fan fiction or something, but I didn't think so. I thought it was
No,
just like really intriguing. I really loved Pearl as a character.
I agree.
Anyways,
I didn't really feel like that was a fan fiction sort of thing. Maybe I don't know the resource material very well because I
yeah.
think I've read only like 2 fan fictions in my life.
Oh yeah, no, I used to like write fan fiction, so
Nice.
to me it wasn't like it was like oh shit, you know.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, I read 10 books altogether.
Sick. That's nice. That's a lot more than 8.
Yeah, but 77.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, it's an accomplishment. Either
Yeah.
way, it's you don't need to compare yourself to others.
Right, you're so right. You're so right.
Cheers, love. Cheers, my
Cheers.
dears. Can I tell you one more book that I'm excited to read next year?
Yes.
I got this for my birthday. It's A Kind of Spark by Ella McNichol. And it's about an autistic girl who finds out that in her village has a history of witches, like witch trials.
Yeah.
And she is going to search about it and find out more about it because she has a feeling that they might actually have been autistic like her.
Oh, that's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
like there's some. Oh my gosh. Okay, why does that kind of remind me? I'm so sorry. I keep
No,
going off
don't
track.
worry.
It kind of reminds me of this TikTok I watched the other day where it was like how autistic people would be really good hunters and not gatherers. And the person
Oh,
was like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, you know, because we're introverted most of the time.
yeah.
But then he was talking about how, like, I don't know if this is the same with you, but I'm like super good at like pinpointing things. Like, I can like hyper focus on something. And
Mm-hmm.
like, let's say, for example, I'm doing like a bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could boop, get the middle like really easily.
Yeah,
And
or you'll die trying because if you're hyper fixated on it, you'll try and try and try again. Yeah.
yeah,
No,
exactly. But
totally.
it makes sense. Like, I think there's a lot of things that autistic people and like witches or vampires have in common.
Yeah,
You said that. Yeah.
I said that about autistics and vampires. Yeah.
Yeah. But it makes sense.
That's also one bit in the interview with the vampire show. There's one bit that kind of like is triggering because I listened or I watched it with my headphones on, and
I know
it's right at
exactly
the
what.
point where where Louis turned and he's focusing in on all the sounds and the lights and stuff, and it was just like almost too much.
Yeah.
It was the same sort of with the Heartbreak High thing
Yeah.
where she is in the restaurant and she just kind of gets the sensory overload. I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
And she
more
starts to shut
reasons why
down.
autistics are vampires.
Yeah, it's true though. I had the exact same thing, but like Louis looks like he's like happy with it. He's like, I'm
Yeah,
high, but I'd be
it's
like, this
interesting for him, yeah.
for me, I'd be like, stop it. My daughter came in the other day. It was like early morning, and she walks in and immediately goes, "It's too bright." Everything was like shut, and it was like very dim.
Mm-hmm.
It was still too bright for her little eyes. But she does that all the time, like, and also with like sounds and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Can very much relate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
All right.
I think that about wraps up like what we read.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one book that I am excited to read is the second book to Night Strider.
Is that coming out sometime soon?
It's coming out next year in April by
Oh,
Sophia
nice.
Slade. I'm excited
Who
for
we
that one.
got on the podcast,
We
which
did.
we also have a full, complete episode about.
Yeah.
So please go listen to that as well if you want.
This whole episode is we read this book and we have an episode about it. So go listen.
Full self promo, which
Yeah.
is not shameless because I feel quite ashamed about it.
No. And next year I'm gonna hopefully have my book out. So you know, that'll be something that I'm looking forward to. So yeah.
I'll definitely be reading one book next year.
Yes. At least one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked about your book, dude.
Dude, I can't wait until it's done. I feel like now after the edits, it's so much stronger than it was before.
Nice.
And I feel like, you know, with all the heartache that came out of certain things that occurred. Yes. It was good though, because like now like things about the book are different and almost like more powerful in that way. So I'm excited. Nervous,
stoked.
excited.
Very stoked. Yeah. No, it's an accomplishment for sure. And I'm very proud of you.
You're so sweet. I don't think I would have been able to get as far as I have if it wasn't like for your support and like your help and stuff, you know?
Aww.
You kept me going when things were shit. When things were bad, you were like, it's okay. And you'd like pump me up because you're the best.
Oh, well, I'm glad that I was able to help you in that way.
I like how you're just like, I did nothing, but somehow I did something. Oh, I love that you have your plush with you too.
Yes, he said my support Pinnakas is here to support me and keep me a little bit warm because this room was very cold when we started, but now it's very warm.
It's all the talking and laughing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We hope that like you got something out of this episode and that you go listen to some other ones because they're good.
Yeah, and we hope you had a lovely New Year's. And yeah, we're excited to start this new year.
Yep.
Read more books and talk about them.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys next year.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Happy
New Year. Happy New Year. Okay. And with that, we'll leave you guys.
Bye-bye.
Doei. Have a good one.